Again, for my douchebag troll, if you're not one of the casualties from Hurricane Helene, because I know you live out in Florida, hopefully it wiped your ass into the Atlantic. But the problem is you are a DICKSUCKINGFAG. The one guy whose handle is, yeah, in a way, this is kind of deserved. We don't know if he's still existing, but yeah, the troll out there who screen records everything and chops up my videos like a politician and tries to make it look like when we have good weeks, we had a bad week, just a total piece of shit. And he is one guy that does deserve to get doxxed. So it makes me wish I could control the hurricane machine. I just hit the whole nation with it all at once. Just get it over with. Put the military machine to work and wipe all these sorry-ass motherfuckers right off the earth. I mean, where's Al-Qaeda when you need them? I wish they were at every polling place. Set the charges at the polling stations. I really do just wish they'd hit the button and clear most of these worthless fucking losers right out of here.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker.
Sebastian Truth does not exist. This is the biggest problem now. Really? Me? What? Not sports gematria. No. Not sports gematria. Not the guy clipping every single one of Zach's videos and doing dishonest stuff.
Bullshit.
Making us look bad. With like fake shit. You know, Zach isn't perfect and he does some stuff that's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why the fuck would you say it on a live stream when you know people are watching, they can clip this shit?
Yeah, fair words. Fair words.
That's neither here nor there. But this guy has a bunch of clips like that. And then like a bunch of like shit that he'll cut up to make it look like he's like Zach's lying.
He is. He's lying.
Guy, look at how many subscribers this guy. 4,000 views, 2,000. Look at all this shit. But I'm the biggest problem now because what exactly did I do?
You know, I don't know. When the little one comes out, I might just think about like, have we done enough? Because the world doesn't want it, man. They want gay, prancy men, sassy men. Guys, I might do that after the. You might see me come back on here and pretend to be a gay man so we can get the funds and make things happen. Come up with a new name.
Gay Matria.
Ooh, work on my gay prance. Like, what the fuck is going on with this show? Why are people turned into this? A porta potty full of shit and piss literally flew across the street into our house 2 years ago on November 5th. I'll definitely remember that 5th of November. I had to clean piss and shit out of my driveway.
And that's called karma.
Just like I said, like this channel that keeps showing up my feed, it's a gay guy named Sean, and all he's covering is the Sean Diddy Combs, and he's on there with his limp wrist, he's doing his fruity fingers, and I mean, it's just like so many people are in there and just like, oh, Sean, you are the best. Like, yeah. Just super chats galore.
Is that jealousy I detect?
We're doing the dopest research in the history of dope research. And it's like, people are like, oh, I might donate $1 once this year. Gay man gets on, do a little gay shake. Bam, just money just shaking out of the tree. But again, I'm not here for money, you guys. It's just, and again, I never got into this for money, but it's just like, we need resources to change the world.
And he needs money. He always needs money.
My biggest troll, I guarantee he has the screen recording of my prediction from months ago, and he sits there and he screen records everything, and he must be good at accounting, because he's like, all right, I'm going to keep track of what he gets wrong. Oh, I guarantee you, had Miami lost today, he would have had a video out saying, oh, what happened to the 5-0? But he's not going to upload that we nailed 5-0 in the hurricane prediction. And he literally is DICKSUCKINGFAG. I talk shit, and you're making videos with these bullshit calculations about how much money you look how much money you would have lost if you went with Zach's picks last week. You know, like, if you can't win with this knowledge, there's something seriously wrong with you. Cowboys-Giants tonight. The Giants can get their 35th home loss in the series. So, in light of 35 Thursday being the king for many years, that's the top thought, that the Giants will pick up that 35th home loss. Because home teams are 24-25 coming into Sunday, and the first game on the slate is the Falcons at home, it has me leaning Falcons to win. I think this game's a little bit iffy, but Falcons have that strong 25 connection. So since they are the first game on the slate, I mean, that does stand out to me that they could make home teams 25-25 with the win. I am leaning a little bit Falcons, mostly because they can make home teams 25-25 as the first game on the slate. The Rams and the Bears, Stafford's on 45 road wins, and Bears equals 45, but of course Chicago equals 46. Last week we had the Colts game, right? It had to do with the 46. Again, the Bears won their only Super Bowl with 46 points with the revolutionary 4-6 defense. I tend to not fade 46 in Chicago, so I am leaning a little bit towards Stafford getting that 46th road win by beating Chicago. But like I said, I can't really fade 46 in Chicago, so I am leaning more towards Stafford getting that 46th road win. You know what, you guys? This is not a false statement. I could wipe my ass with the name Nostradamus. Literally. Literally. You know what I need to be doing with the Vikings game? Hold up. Tim Walz, his birthday's April 6th, right? Because they have been syncing it up with Tim Walz. Tim Walz does equal 40. Sam Darnold equals 40. Tim Walz equals 40. I think I'm going to reverse my opinion on this, and we'll see if I'm kicking myself in the nuts again tomorrow. But in my mind, I'm like, come on, this Vikings team? I mean, like, Sam Darnold? Really? But yeah, with all the election crap going on and him being Mr. Football, and yeah, the VP debate is this week too, so. You know, the Steelers and Colts, I am still leaning Steelers, but I realize that Anthony Richardson was the 4th pick of the draft last year, and if he did win, he would become 4-4 in week 4, so that's got me humming and hawing. But I said last week that if Tomlin won, it would set him up to get his 177th win in 201 land, which is now true if he wins. Again, the Jesuit order has that 177 and 201 connection, and we're right after the big Jesuit day, September 27th. Tomlin does have that very Jesuit pattern if he does win.
How about shut the fuck up, morons? I'm not wrong about anything.
The Broncos and Jets game, if Rodgers wins this week, it would give him a good narrative to beat Minnesota next week. Because then he could get his 163rd all-time win over Minnesota. 163 is the 38th prime. Minnesota loves 38. Looking at the points, it looks like the Jets might only score 12. It would make sense on both sides if they only scored 12 points. And I'm imagining if the Broncos only score 12, and Rodgers should be able to do better than that. And again, if Rodgers wins this week, it sets him up to beat Minnesota next week. So I think that is the better narrative.
Do you know how much money I pulled out of the casino's pockets? I guarantee you it's in the hundreds of millions of dollars.
The Eagles and the Bucks game, if the Eagles win this one, there's a chance that the Eagles get hot, because looking ahead, if they won their next 7 games, they'd be 9-1 facing the Commanders, and Commanders has that strong 91 connection. Anyhow, Hurts and Sirianni can get their 37th wins. Buccaneers is 37 and the most pure. Oh yeah, also looking ahead at the Bucks, if the Bucks could lose the next 3 games, because they would fall to 2-5 after the Ravens, Baltimore 25, Tampa Bay 25, and then they play the Falcons after that. So they could go into the Falcons game 2-5, you know, come out the gate hot and then just fall apart. So yeah, I'm leaning Eagles there.
I'm not a greedy person. I don't say, here, to get my sports picks, you got to pay $500 a month, even though they're worth that. You know, they're worth that.
The Bengals and the Panthers, hey, Zach Taylor's been a great indicator this year. This time, Zach Taylor has a narrative to win. He can get his 38th regular season win and 43rd all-time win. Panthers equals 38 and 43. I think that's the better narrative. Zach Taylor, his record has not been a lie this season. So, yeah, so those are the things that stand out to me about that game. Zach Taylor's got the narrative to win. Jaguars and Texans, like we said, look like Lawrence was going to lose last week to the Bills and then lose again to the Texans to fall to 20-34. I'm still on that same thought. Texans equals 20-34. He can also get his 20th all-time road loss. And if Texans do win, they'll be 3-1. Just the Houston 31 thing. Again, the double narrative against Lawrence, the better looking player props on the Houston side. Again, I think Texans get it done here. Commanders and Cardinals. And about this game, I didn't see a whole lot to bite into here. I was trying to look ahead and see what lined up made sense. I don't like to pick games just based on the head-to-head, but it was like the only stat where anything was really lining up. If the Cardinals win, they're 28-28 at home on 28 date numerology. And again, a lot of people might be inclined to take the Commanders coming off a big upset. The way Vegas just likes to play with people with the teeter-totter. Team looks like they're ready for the Super Bowl one week, and then next week it looks like they need to redraft the whole team. So yeah, just that was the top indicator, I thought.
Another wrong prediction.
People want to focus on the things where I've been wrong, Why?
And I still fully expect the 49ers to start the year 4-2 and to become 4-2 on Gavin Newsom's birthday, who again was the 42nd mayor of San Francisco. In this game, Shanahan can stay on 53 losses, a Patriots number. And if he wins the next two, he'll get his 75th all-time win. Arizona Cardinals is 75 in the most pure. The Browns and Raiders, the Raiders are a team I've struggled with for years. I'm leaning them in this game for this reason. Stefanski can stay on 38 regular season wins, and Watson can stay on 38 all-time wins. Raiders is 38. Minshew could also get his 17th win over the 17th state, Ohio. Okay, and Chiefs and Chargers, if Andy Reid wins this game, he stays on 144 losses before he plays New Orleans. New Orleans has the 144 connection.
Thing about Mahomes picking up the 93 on the 93 days left remaining in the year.
Oh, that makes too much sense too, actually. That makes way too much sense. Yeah, no, I really like that.
Just want to say congrats to the winners. Our 3 locks of the day all came in. The locks were the Bengals over the Panthers. Trevor Lawrence losing to the Texans, falling to 20-34 in the regular season. Texans equals 20-34. And, of course, the Niners, they're not losing.
The 3 locks were all heavy moneyline favorites.
So, yeah, having another great Sunday. If you
Bullshit.
guys aren't with us, join the Patreon. The 3 locks, all in.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It's been another glorious Sunday for us, taking advantage of the National Fix League.
Yeah, you must have your head so far up your ass, it needs to be surgically removed. I mean, you got to be kidding me.
Steelers and Colts. I was telling people that if Anthony Richardson, the 4th pick of the draft, wins, he's going to be 4-4. I wasn't crazy about this game, but the Steelers love 31, and they did fall to 3-1. And Anthony Richardson, the 4th pick of the draft last year in 2023, his NFL record is now 4-4 in week 4.
People can't admit when they're wrong. But
the Broncos and the Jets. I thought the Broncos were going to score 12 points in this game. They scored 10. I knew they were going to have a low score. We knew the Broncos had a shot today. Sean Payton came in 9-11 with the Broncos to play the Jets.
And this is what he does. It's really hard for him to admit that he's wrong. This is what I'm saying. This guy's a liar. If you have a brain and you're not one of his cocksuckers, you'll see through it.
So Mayfield did get his 12th regular season win today, with Brady winning the game. That was the game I was the most wrong about this week. But it's okay, because I gave 3 locks today, and all 3 of the locks came in.
Again, the Bengals were -225, Texans were -260, and the 49ers were -575 to win. This is not something to be bragging about.
So those were the 3 locks. Niners, Texans, and Bengals were all lock city today. And again, you put them in a parlay, they got nice value together.
Bullshit.
All the commercials of shit you don't need. What you do need is the Patreon subscription. That's the one thing you do need. They should be advertising that during the National Fix League. You guys, we should get all the money the NFL does every week.
Imagine all that money had come to me. Me.
Again, another rock solid Sunday. And again, congrats to the winners.
Congrats to the winners? How can you say congrats to the winners? How can you even say that?
I don't wish death on anybody. I feel like that's a bad thing to do.
Again, for my douchebag troll, if you're not one of the casualties from Hurricane Helene, because I know you live out in Florida, hopefully it wiped your ass into the Atlantic. Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but you screen record everything, and your sorry ass could upload the video, because you keep track of everything, of my exact prediction of 5-0 in the hurricane. And you should put that up on your channel. But the problem is you are a DICKSUCKINGFAG.
Gay matria.
Yeah, just another nice week taking advantage of the National Fixed League, pat in the pockets.
Some people are just full of shit at the end of the day.
I don't push gambling. I don't push gambling. That's not true. I don't know why the rest of you guys don't want to join in. Is it because some book printed from Rome told you that it is bad to gamble? Why do you let books printed from Rome tell you what your morals should be? I don't push gambling. I don't push gambling. That's not true. Just another guy that's full of shit. I don't dox people. I don't put their number out there. Have you ever seen me dox anybody? Have I ever doxed anybody? Who have I ever doxed? No, I've never doxed anybody. I don't roll like that.
Okay, well, I'm no caller IDing you because I've seen you dox people at Sports Gematria.
I've never doxed anybody. I have not doxed anybody. You can't find me doxing anyone. The one guy whose handle is, yeah, in a way, this is kind of deserved. We don't know if he's still existing, but yeah, the troll out there who screen records everything and chops up my videos like a politician and tries to make it look like when we have good weeks, we had a bad week. Just a total piece of shit.
Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Your handle is funny. And he is one guy that does deserve to get doxxed, so. No, I've never doxed anybody. I don't roll like that. Dick-sucking, lying, kike, faggot. Hopefully he's in the Atlantic, swimming with the fishes.
Even though these people are evil and sick, I don't really want to wish death on anybody. I don't think that's good karma.
Yeah, nobody's complaining about the service we offer. It's the most legitimate service there ever was. Again, congrats to the winners. It was another glorious Sunday. Really? No. This guy is full of shit, you guys. OJ's birthday to the game, 82 days. I see what you're saying with McDermott getting that 82nd win. Shoot. All right. Well, the bad news is that might spoil the home teams going 10-5, but man, we know they synced up that last thing with OJ's birthday too, so I got to remember to not forget that. Oh, that might be the better narrative because we know they got this whole, they're paying tribute to OJ every way. They got Josh Allen wearing a glove. It's just, again, yesterday was the anniversary of his lawyer saying if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. I might think more about this and update the notes, but that 82 now it becomes extra juicy for McDermott. Why do you think USA Today wrote their article about me? It's because this was never done before. Casinos have never taken losses like this before. Titans, Dolphins, going over everything. I like the Huntley becoming 4-7 narrative more than 3-8 because it's week 4. So yeah, Huntley can become 4-7, Tennessee 47, week 4. If the Dolphins win, they'll stay on 401 regular season losses. That's the 79th prime number. Titans equals 79. And again, Dolphins can make home teams 9-6 for the week. Hard Rock Stadium 96. If the Dolphins did win tonight, keep in mind they'd be 44-44 on Mondays. That's a lot of fours to close out week 4. So yeah, I do think there's more there for the Dolphins, but I'm right about everything. And then he's always doing his false math for how much money you would have lost, which is total BS. Congrats to the winners. Yeah, we hit the bookie nice.
Congratulations, truth seekers. Here's another great day. We did it again. Yeah.
She's working on it. What she meant to say was congrats to the winners.
Please, Satan, don't let anybody see that video. I don't have enough money. I'm watching some dope interview a person in Florida whose house burned down, and they're saying if Trump was in office, this wouldn't have happened. It's like when I saw that, they were crying about their house burned down, and then they said when Trump's in there, I was like, oh, never mind. These people deserve to have their house burned down. What an asshole. But yeah, I am just super frustrated, man. Just watching all these dipshit channels get so many views, just putting out nothing but bullshit, so much funding and support behind them, so many super chats, and they ain't saying nothing. And I just get on here and do the dopest work every day, and there's jack shit that rolls in. Really? No. This guy is full of shit, you guys.
I'll tell you what, though, if this per month thing gets up to something like $10,000 a month, I'll hire a couple people. You know, then I can afford to have some employees. I'll hire Jonathan, you know.
Right now, there's 10,787 coming in a month. That's more than I need for myself. That's why I'm paying $1,000 a month for a website. That's why I'm saving the rest of the money for a future cause, like getting a building and renovating it and being able to have the resources to put in the furniture that we can have to set up a, Geometry Effect news studio. This money is for the cause.
Where is the money going? What are you doing with the money?
If this money goes up to $30,000, I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen overnight. We're going to have the building. We're going to have people hired. It's going to make a huge difference. We can do a lot with $30,000 a month, but I am saying we hit $30,000, things will happen. Things will happen, and they'll happen fast, and you'll see it. I'm transparent.
And I just get on here and do the dopest work every day, and there's jack shit that rolls in. This is what it is right here. Fuck you. It just makes me just like despise the world. It makes me wish I could control the hurricane machine. I just hit the whole nation with it all at once. Just get it over with. Wipe these sorry-ass motherfuckers off the face of the earth.
Who's rooting for anyone's death?
I really do think that's the ultimate solution in 2024. If I was running for president, that'd be my campaign slogan. Put the military machine to work and wipe all these sorry-ass motherfuckers right off the earth.
Even though these people are evil and sick, I don't really want to wish death on anybody. I don't think that's good karma.
Just another election coming up. The morons are all charged up and ready to vote. Just like, God, where's Al-Qaeda when you need them? I wish they were at every polling place.
Yeah, he's getting psychotic.
I thought they all got in through the border, supposedly. Set the charges at the polling stations.
That's a psychopath.
I'm just so mad at how shitty my views are in 2024 when I was getting way more views almost a decade ago. It just pisses me off.
Oh, but baby.
It's like, fuck the world, man. This world deserves to perish. It does.
Wouldn't wish death on anybody, but...
And then I got morons in 2024 coming to me when I'm in my 40s now like, ooh, Antichrist. No, dipshit. Someone smarter than you who doesn't fall for bullshit. Anti-fucking retard is what you can call me. And you can call yourself a fucking retard.
Why am I toxic?
A real man who's been doing something worthy of financial support so that we can take this to another level that has almost nothing behind it. It's gross. I better get out my pocketbook right now. I don't have any money, shit, but I'm sending him at least 100 tonight. I really do just wish they'd hit the button and clear most of these worthless fucking losers right out of here.
And I know that my whole life I've been a good Samaritan. I've always looked out for other people before I looked out for myself. A lot of people know that about me.
See, the problem is a lot of you guys are just so busy in the chat writing shit, you're not listening to anything I'm saying. Everyone has amnesia. The only person who's screen recording and keeping track of everything is my troll, and he only reposts shit when I get it wrong.
People want to focus on the things where I've been wrong, Why?
Join the Patreon. The Patreon literally pays.
That's bullshit.
A lot of people have made a lot of money, and we're only 4 weeks into the NFL season. I don't push gambling. I don't push gambling. That's not true. Again, we do gamble on baseball and all the rest of these rig sports.
We? We.
And I'm blocked on your main channel.
Well, that's because I was mad at you for baiting the trolls. I've asked you guys to stop messing with the trolls because all it does is get us more shit each day. And so I was mad that day. I'll unblock you, but you heard why I did that. Are you there? I don't know if he hung up when I said that, but I did block him. I mean, you guys weren't there on the news channel because again, there's so many people that are baiting the trolls every day. And
Like yourself. Flashback.
Again, people who complain about Charmed One, like I don't really see the validity in your complaint, because Charmed One is a good moderator. Charmed One is usually fair with who they ban when they do ban somebody. So Charmed One is a good moderator. I have never seen anything with my own eyes that Charmed One did that I thought was bad. By the way, I don't want to name any names, but I just wanted to try something out, having no moderators again. It's nothing against anyone. It's just there was a word on the street that a certain moderator might have been deleting a lot of comments once live streams were over.
Gee, I wonder who's responsible for that.
And I was starting to get a lot of screenshots of why that might very well be the case. We're going to go back to, you guys need to self-moderate. If you got a troll in the chat, you can block anybody in the chat. You just click on their name and click block. So we're going back to self-moderating. So Charmed One is a good moderator.
I'm going to start calling myself a fucking retard, too.
That's all, folks.
Till next time, Truth Seeker.